So if you don't follow me on TikTok, you wouldn't have known about this. And I meant to do a video about this sooner, but I just kind of am just now getting to it. I've been kind of busy with other things. But recently, I upgraded my desktop because it was time to do an upgrade for my desktop. Now, for context, if you haven't been following me long enough, you wouldn't know really what's going on with the whole computer thing. But suffice to say, I had an ASRock X370 killer SLI AC motherboard with a 1600X AMD Ryzen 5 in it, and I had built that back in 2017. And ever since I built that computer, I've been having some random weirdness with that system. It's always been kind of unstable, and it's never really been particularly great at doing anything. Recently, I had the opportunity to upgrade my computer because it was long overdue, and I chose to upgrade only 3 components this time because the rest of them I decided to carry over, 1 because of cost and 2 because they really didn't need to be replaced. And the 3 components I chose to upgrade are motherboard, storage, and processor because, let's face it, the graphics card is fine. I don't do a whole lot of AAA gaming. I don't really feel it's necessary to upgrade the graphics card. The memory works just fine, and so does the power supply. And obviously the case is still functional, so I didn't really see a point in replacing it. So what did I replace? The first thing I bought, and don't judge me because I made this personal choice for a reason, and I'm not going to get into it inside the scope of this video. Maybe I'll talk about it in a future video. First thing I chose was the Ryzen 5 5600G, not X, 5600G, which is a 6-core 12-thread processor, and it has onboard graphics. Now, the reason I chose onboard graphics initially was for a virtualization project that I was working on. I just haven't had time to really manifest that project, so it's kind of been used for like testing purposes as I've been evaluating the performance of the system, and overall I don't have any complaints about it. It's not great for gaming, but it's great for everything else. The second component that I chose, again, nothing too special. It's a Samsung 980 NVMe drive. It's PCI Express Gen 3. And the third component, again, nothing too fancy here, and I chose this simply because of cost and because it just works for what I need it for. It's basically this guy. It's the Gigabyte B450M DS3H Wi-Fi. It's a micro ETX motherboard. It works. It does the job. It functions correctly, and I haven't had any major issues with the hardware that I chose. Now, I carried over the existing 16 gig RAM kit from the original build because it's DDR4. The graphics card I also carried over, which is a 1050 Ti, and honestly, it works just fine. And the power supply is still alive and kicking, and I haven't had any reliability issues with the power supply that I chose. Overall, really solid system, really great parts. I went to Micro Center, spent under $250. It was $242.19, I believe was what the final cost came out to be. That was because I got some good deals. And it was also my first time at Micro Center, so that was awesome. And I was really happy with the experience. So if you've never been to a Micro Center and you happen to be close to one, I definitely would suggest you check it out. Anyway, that's really all I have for today, folks. I'll see you guys next time.